Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly psychic tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. So I'm tuning into the week's energy, seeing what the most important messages for you this week are. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. If you are interested in a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. All right, Aquarius, in the past, there's justice in reverse, a lack of justice, a lack of fairness, and a lack of equality. I'm also getting the feeling that it's like it's unfair, and everybody keeps trying to convince you that this is fair. This is the way things are. I'm feeling annoyed. This is love. It looks like it created an environment growing up where you feel very unstable or insecure at home. But what's also interesting, it feels like when you're away from your family and you're just out with your friends when you're a kid, that you had a lot of success, that you found people who really cared about you, and you found love in your community. So it's almost like your family environment there was a lack of justice, and it's not a safe place. It looks like you kept this hidden, and it was very painful. It feels like some of the most painful experiences that you've gone through, the most betrayal and heartbreak has been from the people closest to you. And it's a real challenge for you to walk away from situations where there's a lack of happiness, a lack of joy, a lack of care, a lack of love, a lack of soul fulfillment, because you tolerated so much injustice as a kid, and you were told this is love. And so it kind of did a lot with your belief system, that this is what family is about. You just tolerate, you accept, you have a lot of betrayal. It's very painful, and it's also very confusing. So, all right, Aquarius, in present energy, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Messages, incoming messages, but they're either unwanted or they're lies. It looks like you're focusing on work, and someone's coming in with some messages. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Nope, that's from there. Someone's in a nightmare. Someone's in a nightmare because you're not communicating with them. You're not talking to them. You might have ghosted them, or it feels like you're focusing your energy on work, on you. And they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be abandoned. This is someone from your past who's very controlling and manipulative. This is someone who's a tyrant, their way or the highway. They're a bad boss too. They lead by control and manipulation, and they try to control their environment, and yeah. So they're coming in to breadcrumb you. They treat you like an option, and They have no problem. It feels like they're waving the white flag, but it doesn't feel authentic. It feels like they don't want to address the wounds that they've caused you. They're like, can't we just move past? Can't we just move on and be where we are now? And it's like, I don't trust you because you have caused me trauma in the past. And so I don't trust you moving forward. And they want you to be destabilized. They don't want you. It looks like they can control you through wounding you and getting you in your emotions, knocking you off balance. That's why they're coming in so quickly. It's like, and they're telling you whatever they need to tell you to make you feel destabilized, so they will appear like your knight in shining armor, but actually they're the cause of your destabilization. Yeah, they're wanting you off balance, out of whack. They might even want you to drink, or somehow, they might tempt you, like, let's go drink, let's smoke a little, it's something about getting you off balance so they can get back and get you back into this toxicity, dependent. The thing about this type of energy and the attraction to it reminds me, Pema Chodron talks about these type of energies. If there wasn't a payout, some type of benefit, then you wouldn't be attracted to this. But what happens is you benefit from going back to this. You feel the surge. You have a fantastic time. It feels like a placebo effect, like all the things that you were worried about, you're no longer worried. But then eventually this energy spits you out, and you're abandoned, and you're hurt, and you're lost, and you're waiting for that cycle to repeat again. So if there wasn't that stickiness of a payout, then you wouldn't be interested in this. The thing is that this ride used to pay out a lot, and now you're just getting little hits, and you're not feeling the full joy of going back to this. You feel a little bit, but you're constantly insecure because you know that this doesn't last. You know too much. This ride ends in an unwanted place. So what is hidden is Seven of Pentacles. This is the second time it's come out. It looks like you're focusing on you. It looks like there is a possible Two of Cups connection, and this is a loving connection. This looks like something you'd be willing to invest in. The difficulty with what's hidden with this connection is that it doesn't feel soul fulfilling. It feels like you give and give and give and give into a relationship, and it feels like you think that that's your role, that you just an endless supply, you endlessly give, and that's what love is. But it feels like whoever this is, whatever connection this is, there's nothing in it for you. There's no joy. There's no, you're just chronically trying to avoid a disaster. So you're constantly in survival mode in this relationship. You're not thriving. It's constantly trying to make it work. There's quite possibly a mother wound at the root of this. You might have a mother wound. You didn't receive nurturing. You might have been neglected as a child. And so you are constantly trying to fill those needs that you never got from your mom in your past. So there's a neediness. And you're trying to fill it by asking others to fill that neediness instead of healing that mother wound and becoming the mature adult in the room. You becoming the parent of yourself, not asking others in relationship. You might be asking others in romantic relationships to low-key be your mommy or your daddy, to be a parent to you, to take care of you because you never got those needs met. And instead, as an adult, there's a realization, I need to heal those wounds. I can't go back and fix that. I'm not going to get my needs met. I can do shadow work. I can bring back those wounded aspects of myself. I can do visualizations where I go back in the past and I give myself love and support when I felt very unnurtured and uncared for. So you start healing your own wounds. So you start being the adult in the room. So others can't control you through your wounds and your neediness. All right. So Aquarius, moving on to the possible outcome, we have the Sun in reverse. A lack of clarity, a lack of joy. All right, what does Aquarius need to know about the Sun in reverse? What are the most important messages? Chuck? Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's really hard for you to overcome obstacles right now. Maybe because your energy is low, because of a lack of happiness. It looks like you're ending a very exhausting cycle. You might be physically exhausted right now and need some rest. I'm getting, don't power through this. If you're exhausted, don't drink more caffeine. Don't listen to your body. Take a nap. Take a break. What is it that your body needs to let go? It looks like you're preparing for a big shift. Why you're needing to rest right now is there's a big shift coming your way. Wow. Lots of communication that you're very hopeful about. A lot of communication coming in from someone that you might have rejected in the past, someone that you've moved on from, but somehow this communication makes you feel very hopeful. I think because when you talk with this person, you realize that that you are feeling very strong and independent. Maybe this communication allows you to see, oh, I'm a lot more healed than I thought I was. I've moved on a lot further from this connection than I thought. And now I can see from my vantage point how unfair things were. And that's not enough. At some point I would have said yes to this, but now this isn't enough. And it looks like you stand your ground. You create healthy boundaries. So, all right, Aquarius, that's your reading for this week. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. I'm so curious if it keeps going from like a family situation to romantic. Yeah, so curious what your personal story is if you want to share. So, all right, take care. Bye.